I just had a client call with one of my longer term clients, and he's, at a few grand a month in his coaching business. He started from zero probably just over a year ago at this point. So he's done really well in the first year. But up until now, everything has been quite manual. At the start of the journey, that's usually the case. You've got to understand those kind of processes. He's just started building out his leverage sales system and his video sales letter and his email automations and his back-end database of leads. And, it's a whole new world for him, effectively. It's a whole new understanding of business. It's a whole new level. There are new challenges, of course. And we spent some time on a call the other day, and we were doing something that should have been really easy, right? So we were supposed to be creating a automated call booking page so that when his potential clients clicked a link in his profile, they would then watch a short VSL, which is a video sales letter, which shows them what they've been doing wrong, shows them how to do things better, shows them his best client results, shows them the next logical step to get closer to working with him. And then at the bottom of the video, there is a calendar embedded where they can click the calendar, and that can send them to a booking page, or the booking page is actually embedded, and they can book a call to go and explore working with this coach further. And it should have taken 1 minute, but it took us like 15 minutes to embed this calendar. And it was just like some techie thing. And I'm not techie at all, right? You might think that when I talk about VSLs and landing pages and automations and funnels that like I'm a tech guy. I know nothing about tech. It's actually really simple to set this stuff up. You will run into like one or two little technical glitches like we did with this build. But we just, for some reason, it wasn't working the way it was supposed to. And there was a little bit of code that we had to just copy and paste from ChatGPT, again, not techie, ChatGPT, fix this for me, copy and paste, put it in here, and then the calendar pops up on the page. And for some reason, there was like a letter wrong or something like that. And we were messing around. It took us like 15 minutes. And it was a little bit frustrating, and we were like annoyed because whenever something should take you 1 minute and it takes 15, it's annoying. If you knew it was going to take 15, that would be fine, but you feel like you've wasted time, right? So it was a little bit frustrating. We were going over and back, and then we finally fixed it. And my client turned around to me and he was like, do you know what? It's like, I enjoyed that. He was like, it was interesting. And it was like a lot more exciting than just sending DMs on Instagram. And that really kind of struck me because, yes, of course, if we're building leveraged businesses and we're building sales systems that can increase inbound demand, reduce manual inputs, make your business grow more sustainably, make you feel more in control of your revenue and where your sales are coming from, that is, of course, fundamentally the goal. But also, we want to actually make this journey exciting, right? If you're in the online business space and you've been at it for a while, you might be feeling stagnant. You might feel like things have stagnated. You might feel like, is this it? Have I reached the top now? Is there nowhere else for me to go? And maybe you stop learning. Or maybe you're kind of trapped inside your own limiting beliefs of what's possible. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you're scared of the idea of building a landing page, or building a basic funnel, or building a VSL, or having some email automations. And these things all sound big and scary and like out of your league if you haven't done them before. But trust me, this shit is so easy from someone who is not techie. It's so easy once you get stuck in. And yes, you'll be frustrated for half an hour, the first time you do it, and you'll get a little bit stuck, but you'll figure it out. And it's actually really, really enjoyable and exciting when you're building things that you can visualize changing your life in the future. When you sit down at your desk and you bang out a load of DMs on Instagram, right? And you go, right, I just need to get my coffee in, get my can of Monster in. And for 2 hours, I'm going to blast DMs as many as I can. It's heavy, it's drudgery. You don't want to do it. You feel like, you're annoying people. You feel like you shouldn't do it, but you feel like you have to do it because you cannot grow your business another way. It is not exciting. It's boring. You have to force yourself to do it. Nobody fucking wants to do it, okay? When you're building a sales system where you're like, wow, I can see how this can bring me 10 leads every week while I'm asleep. That's exciting. Like, that's not drudgery to work on that thing. And even when it's challenging and difficult, it's fun and it's exciting because you know that there's a payoff on the other side. Coaches don't dislike working. Coaches are some of the hardest workers I have ever come across. The fact that they are coaches, for most of them, They've gone through adversity themselves. They've solved problems for themselves. They've become better versions of themselves. They've built a character and a mindset that is hard to match, to be honest. And they have no problem with working hard. But a lot of coaches get stuck and they procrastinate and they feel like they don't enjoy working, not because they don't want to work hard, but because they're doing these mindless tasks that are never ending, that they just have to repeat over and over, right? And coaches are building businesses that feel like they're working on a production line in a factory where they just have to come in and do the same stuff manually over and over again, 8, 10, 12 hours a day. If you wanted that, you would go and work in a medical factory, right? But the reality is, that's not exciting. That is not the business that you want. If you want to feel excited in your business again, you need to step outside of your comfort zone. And when you do, it will completely change the direction of your business.